Looks like the odds are not up right now. Oh man, did they take them all down? Yeah, they took down the odds. So,
They
but
got all your
Kipchoge
money.
was the favorite. Yeah, they have all my money, so they don't need anyone else's money anymore. They got it all from me. Kipchoge was the favorite. I think it was minus 200, and
Okay.
up the one I forget her name.
Cause guy.
Bridget Kosgei, she was the favorite,
Mhm.
but she was only like slight favorite. She was like minus 100 or something like that.
Yeah. So I would on the men. It's
Or
just
not minus one, minus 118.
I mean minus 200 for Kipchoge still seems like a good value because he's the goat and he's only lost one race over the past several years. So he doesn't seem like he's enough of a favorite to me. When you go to the women's side of things, though, you got Jep Chirchir, which is not a bad bet, but you can make an argument for any one of those three. I think Chepnegich, though, would have pretty good value, especially because she's the 2019 world champ when it was ridiculously hot and horrible conditions. And if it's going to be really warm out there again, I think she could be someone to keep an eye on. Kosgei as the favorite, yeah, but unless she's like a really, really, really small favorite, I don't know if there's enough value there given how volatile the marathon could be. So I would go Chepnegich and Kipchoge with my two marathon bets.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not betting gold on those, right? I'm betting metal. So that's the key here. You get more money.
Yeah, and I
Bet
still
a long
have
shot
Rupp
to metal.
though. Yeah, I still have Rupp in that 3 to 7 range. And hey, maybe the weather is going to be the great equalizer here. But in the marathon, you got Chirono, who's won Boston and Chicago recently. You got Kipruto, Desisa, Kitata, Lemma, Osbilin, Abdi, Rusum of Eritrea. It's been so long since Rupp ran an international marathon that it's tough to be like, okay, this is why he's like you're just basically closing your eyes and jumping into a pool with him. Which, listen, that's been your gambling strategy this whole time, right? Just close your eyes and
Exactly.
go for it.
Close your eyes. I mean, I could have lost $4,400, and right now the worst I can lose is $1,200. So it's not that bad.
Here's what I'll say about the marathon, though, on the men's side. I feel better about Kipchoge winning than I do about anybody else medaling. And that's why I would go in the Kipchoge direction. I'm not actually going to put my own money on
Yeah,
it because you
I
are
feel
an example of why you shouldn't do that. But that like it's pretty open after Kipchoge with several different names there, but it wouldn't surprise me if one of those people DNFs, and that would be a big
true.
time bummer. See, at least if you bet the 100, you can be in it for 50% of the race, or at least you're not mad for 5 miles or 13 miles. You could have your money on somebody and they could drop out at 10K, and then you're just watching the race and you're thinking about that for 2 more hours.
Oh, you want to talk about what sucks is I watch these races in the morning where I lose. So I watch Michael Cherry get outleaned by Karani James and lose $100. And then later that night, I got to watch it again in prime time because they show all the morning races a second. So I literally have to watch these races where I'm like, yep, Jamariki, she fell apart in the final 10 meters and took away my $100. Yep, here another loss. Oh, here's USA drop it. Not making the final. All that stuff. So
Yeah.
anyway, lesson. I think Rupp though. I feel like Rupp he's so focused on this one race. He hasn't run a marathon since the trials. I think he's ready to go. I think there's
I
a
hope
reason why he
so.
didn't do it because he only has a few marathons left. I feel like in his legs, and he's saving one big one for the Olympic final. But we'll find out. We're going to be doing cool podcasts during the marathons tonight at 4:00 Central, 5 Eastern, 2:00, I guess, West Coast. Lincoln
Yeah. I
Strike
don't know how many
is
people from
joining
the
the
West
pod.
Coast are going to be tuning in for that.
Lincoln Strike is joining the pod to do some play-by-play. So we're actually going to go live during the marathon.